All right, Sharp Does Math. We're going to talk about coordinate planes, and today we're just going to talk about quadrant 1. You're going to see what that means as the videos progress. But when we look at a coordinate plane, it's kind of like a grid. Some people call it a coordinate grid. And it looks like this. We have this line going across the bottom is called the x-axis. So we have an x next to it, okay? And then this vertical line here is called the y-axis. Okay, so we have an x down here, a y here. And I guess the other point I should mention right now is this point right here at 0, 0. This is where we're always going to start. And this is called the origin. Okay, so O-R-I-G-I-N. And you always want to start at the origin. And then we're going to go to the x-axis first, and then we'll go to the y. Just like in the alphabet, x comes before y. So we're going to use x before y here, right? And this is how it works. You're going to be asked to either give a point that matches up to a coordinate pair, or you're going to be given the point and asked to write the coordinate pair. So I'm going to show you how to do both, okay? So let's start with A right here, okay? If I were trying to write the coordinate pair for A, and I'm going to put it over here, okay? I'm going to start at the origin, and I'm going to go down the x-axis first. So you can see A is actually at the 2 on the x-axis there. So from here, I go 2. So here's how I would write it. 2, comma. And then from there, I'm going to use the y-axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see I'm at the 4 on the y-axis. So A is located at 2, comma 4. Okay, you start at the origin, you go to the right 2, you go up 4, and that's how you get to point A. All right, so I'm just going to go through this with all these points, and that'll pretty much wrap it up. So if I were going to write for B now, okay, always go to the right first. Use this x-axis first. So for B, here's B. So I'm going to go to the 4. Okay, so my first point is 4. And then I go up 1, 2, and you can see B is located on the 2 on the y-axis. So B is 4, comma 2. Right? Let's look at C. So here's C. So again, starting at the origin, always go side to side, use that x-axis first. So for C, I go to the 5, and then I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can see it's also on the 5 there. So for C, 5, comma 5, right? And you can see I put parentheses around the numbers, right? So that's what you would have to do if you were asked to list the points. Now, if you were given something like 2, comma 0, and it asks you to list the letter, then you would just start at the origin, and you go, all right, so first thing I need to do, I need to go to the right 2. So from here you go 1, 2. And then it's 0, so you don't need to go up the y-axis at all. It's on the 0 of the y-axis. So 2, 0 is actually point D. Okay, point D is on that 2, 0. And then if I were given the point 1, 6, again, start here. I go, first number's 1, so I'm going to go to 1. And then I'm going to go up to 6. And you can see that point E is located at 1, 6. So just to sum it up, always go side to side first. We use the x-axis, then we use the y-axis. So that is the coordinate plane with just quadrant 1. And the next couple videos we'll bring in quadrant 2, and then we'll bring in all 4 quadrants.